everybody. Today we've got, I hope, will be a great game between TyRanT BacT and Vietnamese Soul. Both Vietnamese players and Vietnamese players really coming into their own in Age of Empires 2 right now, after they've been totally dominating the Age of Empires 1 metagame. So I hope we'll see a great aggressive game, and we'll see hopefully some good drushes from both players, because generally you'll see that as Aztecs. They can field incredibly strong drushes with their free loom, which leaves that extra 50 gold to go into drushing, and you can see some really great Dark Age wars. We've got quite decent berries in the back here, so that's good forage there for BacT. He can do quite well with that. That's decent lumber, quite close to his town centre, and he can get alright surround. However, it's quite close to his forage there as well, so that might be an area that Soul will be interested in denying. Alright, gold, backside gold. He's got his deer up here. He could even mill that deer. He could even go so far as to mill that deer. He's got one boar here. He's got other boar here. He's got his sheep there. His stone is not great, however, I don't imagine he will be taking too much stone as Aztecs. You can always really do anything you want. I mean, you don't have to operate entirely within the regular metagame for Aztecs, and you can go for the Jag Warriors, which are very strong infantry units, and they're situational, but they're very strong, and I typically think they're quite good to use. Or you could always go for things like a Tower Rush. However, I don't think that is going to be such an issue. What might be an issue is if this wood here gets denied because his other woods aren't too great. On the side of Vietnamese Soul, however, he's got very nice hunt back here and very close to his berries. So up on his berries there, he mills that, and he can take those deer quite easily. He's got his boar in a reasonable spot. Hopefully he'll take his boar, and hopefully we'll see some aggressive scouting here, because it's always great to use Eagle Warriors aggressively. Eagle Warriors can beat a village with loom. Even though Aztecs have free loom, it's always quite risky to leave your villagers out, because Eagle Warriors can take on even villages with loom. And this is going to be big. It looks like Vietnamese Soul, he's going for it. He's going for the boar still, and he gets the boar. But does not get that boar. He's walking about empty-handed. There's no boar following him, and that is the Vietnamese Soul boar steal right there. Oh, that's going to be difficult. BacT, knowing he's down on food now. He's knowing he's really far down on food now, and I think that's actually what's gone ahead and prompted this mill of the deer. As I said earlier, he could mill that deer, but I do not think he would have if he didn't got that boar steal. And also, it looks like he's trying to put a wall up. He's got his house going up there. He's got a house over there. He's just going to wall that. He's going to wall probably across here. Yeah, I think that boar steal was really huge, and it's made him change his strategy here. I don't think he's going to go in for the Drush now at all, now that he's down a boar, because he really will not have that food income to be able to sustain his Drush. And 4 on wood, so yeah, like I got to say, I do not think he'll be going big into the Drush. We've got 4 on wood for Soul as well, but he's putting some more on berries. I have to hope he'll take that deer, because it's in a really auspicious position for him to take that. The problem with BacT trying to use his scout aggressively now and trying to get this boar is that Soul's already taken his front boar, so that'd be incredibly difficult to steal, and he's not going to be able to do that. So really, he is down 1 boar now, and there's no way he can even up those odds. Both players quite open, but actually I think BacT is going to get a reasonable wall, because he's got quite a few choke points on this map, like how he's just gone for that one there. The issue he has is, can he get his wall up before the Drush comes in from Soul? Because I think he's going to go put a racks down with this fill now. It looks like he's going for the racks. Right, there goes the racks. There's the racks coming down. So is he going to get an effective wall up before those militia come in for the Drush? That is going to be an issue. Yeah, Soul quite open, but he's going for the Drush. He's going aggressively, and he's denied his opponent of 1 boar. So that's going to be huge. He's got alright gold. It's off to the side. It's very open gold, but it's not in a bad position. His other gold is also quite decent. His wood is quite alright. It looks like he's gonna go for a wall somewhere here. Yeah, as I say, he's very open, so he can attempt a wall, but he's gonna have to go for a very extended wall if he wants to get that one up. Whereas BacT, he does have these choke points. He's got one down here. He's got to go for a wall there. He's walled there, walled there, walled there. He's got to wall there. He's got to wall there, or the militia can just walk straight through. So he's got to remember to do that. But oh no, those palisades haven't been constructed. Oh, he could lose this. Is that wolf on the Ville? That wolf is on the Ville. Oh, and she's going to run all the way back to the town centre now, isn't she, chased by that wolf. And he's going to kill the deer, because if you kill the deer... Oh, yes, BacT wisely getting that deer there. He's going to try and get this one. I think, no, that deer is going to be killed, because if the deer is killed by a military unit, they lose all of their food. That villager probably going to be put onto a farm, because it is very, very damaged. This looks like it could be a very effective Drush, because BacT was overextended out here. He had villagers taking these deer, and he's being totally denied of these deer because these deer are being killed off. He's got this food is going to rot away, and he's going to get, I assume, no more food on these. And he's really got this emergency wall coming up here. He's got to get that up because he's not going for any militia of his own, and he was down on that food, which is really delaying him there onto feudal. He's got to get this wall up, and this is a matter of, does Sol press the advantage? Does he keep going? Does he try and get more ahead, and does he try and exploit this? He doesn't do that fast enough. He's going to come into this wall. I really think this was a very auspicious map for Vietnamese Sol, and he's not pressing his advantage enough. He is taking his deer, but I think he should have been taking his deer earlier. He's not getting into the base of BacT. He did do some very good moves though, and I really hope he just keeps pressing the advantage, keeps going into it. That's him up. That's him up. He's drushing. And because he stole that boar, and because he's denied BacT of all his food out here, he is getting up for him, and he's got this militia out, so he's in a really good position right now. Look, I think you should just start attacking one of these walls, because everything here is walled, so just go for a palisade. You will at least distract some villagers who have to come up and rep it, or just put something behind it. Yep, going for this house here. And militia can do quite a bit of fair damage to a house. Ooh, what is BacT doing? He's building this wall again. He hasn't even scouted his enemy, has he? No, he has not. He hasn't scouted his enemy whatsoever. This is actually really quite difficult because he has no idea where his enemy is. And he has no idea that that Drush range was incredibly short, because what happened is Vietnamese Sol puts that there, the only major really natural obstacle here are these cliffs, and he is straight on him. He's straight on him, and gonna get that racks up behind there, so this will be safe, but that house is gonna go down. If he sees that palisade is quite low, no, he's not gonna get in. But let's see what he's doing now. Yep. There is BacT's Eagle Warrior, and he really needs to get some scouting information on what Sol is doing, because he needs to see if he's going up with an archery range, or what else he's doing, if he's going to go up with the blacksmith sometime soon. He really just needs to keep his Eagle Warrior out here and make sure he knows what's going on, and he sees those two archeries. He knows he's going to be coming up against archers, and how is he going to counter that? Is he going to put up an archery range of his own and go for some skirms, or is he just going to keep walling this? Adding the archery range behind here to reinforce his wall, putting up another house, while those militia are just battering this down. And here Sol is, he's going onto his gold, he's going for quite a bit of gold income. He's also got reasonable amount of food here. And what is he going to do with that? Is he going to go for plenty of archers? Because BacT looks like he is just about prepared to go up here. It looks like he's prepared to go up. He's got great gold income. He's got great food income. And it looks like he is just about prepared to go up into the castle edge quite soon. That Rax is about to go down. He needs to rep that, or he needs to build something behind that. He's going to rep that. Just needs one archer out and he can destroy all of these men-at-arms until Vietnamese Soul pushes some skirms up behind them, because they will not be able to get through. Get those archers out and take those down. And BacT looks like he's just about up, but Vietnamese Soul always one step ahead of him, always up. He's on the offensive. He's really pressing his advantage here, but he is going to lose these man-at-arms. Unless he pulls back, he's going to lose all of these slowly as they are picked off by TyRanT, BacT's archers. Got to make sure he uses that Eagle Warrior effectively and stays on top of what Soul is doing. But it looks like we're going to be going into the archer war. We're going to see crossbowmen. Aztecs do not have amazing archers, but castle age archers are perfectly fine. They can go ahead, they can get bodkin, they can get crossbowmen. So it looks like we are going to go into the Aztec archer war. And is this going to go late game? Really, whether this goes late game or not depends on whether the players are confident enough in their late game abilities and confident enough to just say they want to boom it out. But Soul may have the advantage here because he could get those town centers up really quite early if he wants to do that. So let's see what he's going to go for. You need town centers up. I don't see him putting any town centers up yet. He's still got 200 stone. It looks like he might be going all in on this. He's sending a villager forward. It seems as if he's going to make a forward siege workshop. It looks like he's about to go all in on a push here, and he's not going to invest too heavily in his economy. He is really, really about to push this. There's no wall there at all. He is just going to walk straight in, and Soul is in backspace. He's pushing really hard now. He's got this villager going forward, probably going to pump out a few mangonels, and that will just take down any crossbowmen. BacT is pushing out of his archery ranges. Alright, so how is BacT going to counter this? He's got crossbowmen coming out, he's producing archers, but no, he does not even have enough for bodkin. And here's Soul, he's got bodkin. When he's really harassing him, what BacT is trying to do is he's trying to funnel all those units towards his town center and get them picked off. Crossbowmen cannot stun down our town center. He's going to have a mangonel coming out if he gets those resources. And he is really, really trying to defend from this. But he's launching his own counterattack. He can do a lot of damage, and he doesn't get in before that town center's up. Those villagers are going to be garrisoned straight away. He does not have a chance to harass that gold. He's going to push them off the gold, but he can't actually kill those villagers. And we're going to see these ungarrisoned, and we might have a little micro war up here. But down here, Soul is very, very much in the base of BacT, and he's got this forward siege workshop coming up now. He's going to be making some mangonels, and we're going to see that mangonel micro. And ooh, yes, this is devastating. He's run the archers around. That is so many villagers dying. That is really, really not cost effective. He sees that mangonel coming in. He's going to micro here. Oh, and it's the GG like that. BacT realizes the situation. He realizes even though he's got his mangonel out, he is getting totally destroyed in his base here. And his counterattack is not doing enough because he didn't get in before that town center came up. And he really did not do enough damage. So really pressing the advantage. Used his map quite effectively and went very, very hard into this push here. Good game from Soul. And these Vietnamese players also play at a very high level now, and as I say, they're really coming into their own, and we are going to see a lot more of this incredibly high level play coming in from the Vietnamese players like this, and I hope to see a lot of that because they have a quite interesting metagame, and they have a very, very interesting background they're coming from, because I assume a lot of these players have an Age of Empires 1 background, because as I say, Vietnamese players really, really strong in Age of Empires 1. So, great game, VNSL really pressing the advantage, and very nice Drush, very nice crossbowman.